Hello friends, greetings of the day. My name is Nagesh Arekar and I will be presenting what is the e-commerce and the advantages as well as the disadvantages or the threats which are associated with the e-commerce. Now, what is meant by the e-commerce? E-commerce is the process of buying or selling of goods or services via internet and the transfer of money to complete the sales. It is also known as electronic commerce, or we can say it as a internet commerce. The hierarchical diagram below will explain us how e-commerce is connected with the internet commerce or the web commerce. Yes, of course, electronic commerce is a rapidly changing and the competitive landscape and helping fuel to the growth of new economy. We all are aware that electronic commerce is playing a in vital roles in the new economy. The next one is how e-commerce is useful to the human being. First one is video on demand. The video on demand is defined as the technology which are being used to delivering a video content to the individual customer for the immediate viewing, regardless of a broadcast schedules. The video on demand consist of a free or paid programs or the paid channels which are being run by the cable companies, satellite TV, as well as streaming services on the internet. The next one is a remote banking. We all are knowing about the remote banking. Remote banking, we can say it is as a net banking. We all are knowing that the remote banking providing flexibility that we can make any kind of transaction, we can check with our accounts from anywhere at any time by 24 by 7. Next one is home shopping. Home shoppings allow customer to shop goods from their own place, or we can say from their own homes, unlike to the traditional shopping. We all know that in the traditional shopping there is the involvement of time as well as means money also. But in the home shopping we can eliminate we can eliminate the consumption of more time. It can be done by home shopping can be done by anywhere, from anywhere and at any time. Next one is online marketing. Yes, most of companies are now opening their own market on the internet. So we have multiple choices on the internet platforms where most of companies are selling their products. Next one is online business transaction. Online business transactions, we all are aware that we just earlier I said that the remote banking is the best example of online business transaction. But we with the online business transaction, we with the net banking, we all are aware about so many electronic wallets such as Google Pay, Phone Pay, UPI apps. Such kind of wallets are available on the internet, which can from by which we can make any kind of business transaction. Exploitations of the new businesses. Exploitation of the new businesses refers as a make use of a new technology or adopt existing technology to explore our business. So many business modules are available on the internet by which we can explore our business, facilitating for the organization model. So organization modules also organization it creates the organization structures to that can boost a long term visibility of any business by aligning procedures as well as system which system which are related to the goals and strategies of the organization. Enabling customer, it means most of e-commerce companies are interested in the feedback of the customers. Yes, of course, the feedbacks which are received from the customers are playing important roles, because by those feedbacks they most of e-commerce companies can be means they can improve their services. That's it with the advantages. Next one is the threats associated with the e-commerce. First one is the phishing attacks. Phishing, what it means, what is meant by the phishing attacks? It is a targeting user data such as a login credentials and the credit cards numbers. An attacker will pose as a trusted entity to deceive a victim into opening an emails, text message, or the instant messages. Yes, now we are getting so many fraud links. By clicking on that links, means our account will be zero, or transactions happens and that money goes to the intrudes. The next one is the credit card frauds. The attackers use by using a malwares, an attacker can extract the credit card information. So how it is possible? Now the question is how it is possible. The attackers are using a multiple algorithm to retrieve data of customers, and by using that information attacker can make any kind of transactions. Now the next one is now some attackers are there who are stealing that data and selling that data to the third party, by which third party will execute that transaction sometime on a back execute. Fraud is then committed to extract the greatest value possible though through the e-commerce transaction. The ATM withdrawals can also be possible. The bad bots start targeting commerce. Now most of the e-commerce companies bad what is the bad bots targeting e-commerce? The e-commerce website have been an active target. Yes, it is an active target for a cyber crimes, especially during the holidays. What happens when e-commerce stores is e-commerce stores is under the bad bot targeting? The bot can steal the pricing of product, and web bots are pricing of the means it can steal the pricing of any data or any goods, and it will use to scrap the price of that that particular product. Next one is a man in the middle attack. The man in the middle attack, it is a kind of means we all can know that when we are transferring any crucial data or any information to the receiver, the man in the middle attack sitting in between us, means we are, it is seems like we are communicating with the receiver, but the man in the middle attack is getting a message from both end, from us as well as from receivers, and it is seems like both are communicating with each other, but the man in the middle attack, the man who is sitting in between us getting the information from the both side, and he or she can, or that person can get, means use that vital information to execute any kind of cyber crimes, as well as that he can use that information for the various purpose. The malware, it is known as we all can say that it is a kind of virus which is harmful to the your system, means it is harmful to the so for the hardware, as well as the such kind some kind of viruses are being used to steal the vital informations for the customer systems. The one of the best example of the malware is the Trojan horse. What Trojan horse does? It's remain means it does nothing while it's remain in your systems, and it will start stealing your data and providing that data to the attackers while you are using any file, or you are doing or we are doing any kind of transactions, or we are surfing on the internet. The next one is the distributed denial or the service or the DDoS attacks. It aims to take down the websites by overwhelming servers with the request. Yes, multiple requests are being sent to the website. As a result, that website will get crashed, and or it will be offline for some time. It will overload the servers, slowing down significantly, or taking the sites temporarily offline, preventing and it will prevent like a legitimate user from accessing the site or the or the completing order. The example of the DDoS attack is in October 2016. DNS provider DYN was targeted by the DDoS attacks, and thousands of websites were taken offline as a result. The next one is a fire. Now these are kinds of attacks which may be possible while we are using e-commerce services. What is the now how to prevent such kind of threats or such kinds of attacks which are came from hackers, attackers, or intruders? The firewall is the one of the best options. What firewall does? It is a computing in the computing. Firewall is a network security system that monitors and controls the incoming as well as outgoing traffic based on the predetermined security rules. Typically, it establishes a barrier between the trusted network and untrusted network, such as the internet. Only authorized person or authorized traffic can get access, or it will be allowed through it. The implemented alarm for the abnormal behavior. Yes, the firewall will implement alarms when some abnormal activities are taken place, and it will act like a perimeter defense, like a barricades. It will act as a barricades. It and it will means it will stop the penetrations. The next one is a client server network security. It is also the best options for preventing such kind of attacks. The client server network security. The client server network security uses a various kind of authorizations method to make sure that only valid user and the program have get access to the informations or information resources such as the databases. Now, what is the database? Database is the kind of software which contains all the data, all our data were stored together. Means database is the kind of software where all data is stored. So if any intruders or attacker will get access to database, he can easily steal that data. But the client server network security provides means it will gives the authorizations to the valid programs or valid persons. Now the access control mechanism must be set up to ensure that the properly authenticated user are allowed access only those resources that they are entitled to use. Yes, this is the best feature of the client server network security. I have seen such kind of program where the multiple kinds of authorities are given to the different users. That means one user can edit the data, the second user can read the data, third user can store the data. These are the example of the constraint which are being added with the help of the client server network security. Such mechanism include the password protections, encrypted smart cards, and biometrics. These are the example of the client server network security. Somewhere the biometrics systems are used to give the access to the person or for the programs. The next one is encryption options to e-commerce security. This is the one of the best feature which are being added to the e-commerce security. because nowadays what we are doing, we are sending mails, or we are sending a data from from one to another. In between there are the chances that that data may be still, or maybe hacked by the yeah, hacked by the intruders, attackers, or means intruder or attackers. But nowadays such kind of mechanism means that data which we are sending will be converted into the cipher text, and that cipher text may be transferred to the cipher text will be transferred to the opponent, and the receiver will receive that cipher text and convert it into the normal message. There are two kinds of keys are available: public and public key, and public key and personal key. Such kind of keys are available with that message. The sender will encrypt that data and send it to the receiver. Once the receiver receive that data, he will decrypt that message again with the same key. Such kind of communication nowadays taken place on the e-commerce security platform. This encryption approach provides a more security during communications in the e-commerce platforms. The next, so this is what we are having in the e-commerce. We have seen what is the e-commerce, as well as what are the advantages of the e-commerce, and what are the threats which are associated with the e-commerce, as well as we have seen some kind of technologies which are using to prevent the cyber crimes, or the attacks came from the attackers or the hackers. If you have any query, please write me into the comments. I will definitely help you out from this. Thank you. Thanks for today.